Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell. Welcome to Korea. I'm at a board game cafe here, or board game store actually, called Board M. Now Board M is not just a store, they're an online company, and they make several games. Let's take a look around the store here. Now you will notice many of these games are just the Korean versions of different games that you might see. So The Fugitive here, and some of the boxes look different because they're going to be repackaged here and republished. And so all these are made from Board M Factory. So again, these are some very popular games from Come On and Tasty Minstrel. And there's Clans of Caledonia. And then there's also some original games here like Sanshia. So this is all here at the front of the store. And then there's a bunch of little card games here. You can see the Oink games. And here's a lot of games that have been completely translated into Korean. Like these exit games, there's Spyfall. And this is not it. There is a whole section here. All these games here have been translated into Korean and repackaged. Sometimes you won't recognize, the cover is going to look different, like this role player here. That's a very different cover than the one that's in America. And you can see they have the Centuries and there's Downforce. A lot of them are essentially the same game, just with a different title on. There's Dead of Winter and Newton. And other ones will look completely different because they're being repackaged. And some are essentially the same game, they just have Korean rules in them. Here's a section of used games. So you can come in the store if you want used games. I know lots of people like to get their games used, but then there's a lot of these games here. Now these are English games, but a lot of gamers here will play games in English because you can't get the Korean versions, although that is changing as time goes by. More and more games are being published. But you can see there's a pretty large selection of games here. And this is a good set. Here's a bunch of Queen games. There's CGE. We got the GMT games down over here. There's Smash Up Central on the bottom down there. Over here, all sorts of stuff. From the Munchkin CCG to Alexandria to XCOM, Kemet. Well, I don't need to read the titles to you guys. You can see them yourselves. New games, old games, all sorts of games here.
Hello, my name is JDU. I'm the owner of the place Board M, and also I'm running the company Board M Factory. We are open this place for gamers living in Seoul and Korea. So if you enjoy the board game, feel free to come here and play the game or buy some games. Thank you.
So this here is the library, right? That
yes.
Gamers can come, and there's games all over the place.
People can bring their own games to here, or they can use those games. Mostly the games in here is ours, but there's some other companies' games as well. And sometimes there are some notable designer has been here years ago, like Ron Bowser and Lucas Prada.
And there's some notable game designers that are here in Korea themselves.
There's some kind of event before a few years ago. At that time, we used this place for a small kind of convention or a place for the class.
But I'm saying there's some famous Korean board game designers.
Of course there are. So sometimes we have a gathering here, like Gary Kim and Ho Hwang and others.
Right, so Hope Hwang has done quite a few, Guildhall, and Gary Kim has done many, many games. So you can look them up.
I think that there will be more.
So this is the basement of the store, and this is where they have an online store. So if you're going to be getting games, they're all down here, all sorts of games. And of course, from kids games, because these games are very popular, to, like Meow Meow. All sorts of games are here. So this is, always an exciting thing to see. You can see all these games. Look at all those great Western Trails. And Spyfall, a slightly different cover. And so just lots of different games in here. So this is just a neat thing to see. So there you go. That's Board 4. You can see them here. Kind of an unassuming outside, but really neat on the inside. A great store in Korea. I'm Tom Vassell. We'll see you next time. Check them out.